It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 16th of September. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather much quieter this week. We'll have a few showers around over southwest and south Alabama today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, but much of the state will be rain-free this week. We'll check the upper air look across the country early this morning. And the heights are a little lower here because of the ghost of Francine. We have a big upper low coming into California and a large-scale upper high that's over the northeast United States. Here's the radar composite this morning about 5 o'clock, and you can see a few showers in progress from near York and Livingston down through parts of Clark, Choctaw, Washington counties, and southwest Alabama. The rest of the state mostly dry, maybe a couple of sprinkles up in the Tennessee Valley, and we're not expecting that much rain today. The better chance of meaningful showers over the southern third of the state. Temperatures are mostly in the 70s to start the day. We're expecting highs in the mid-80s today, and we'll probably see a little more sun today. We'll check the watch warning map around the nation. We have flash flood watches for parts of North Carolina in advance of a subtropical type system coming in off the Atlantic. Otherwise, things are quiet. Got a marginal risk of severe storms across eastern North Carolina. Maybe a few brief isolated tornadoes there today. Also risks over parts of the Rocky Mountain states and up north. Tomorrow, got a risk of severe storms from near Albuquerque up to the Canadian border. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, no organized severe storms expected across the country. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, and a whole different kind of story here this week. For most of Alabama, nothing. How about that? Any showers over the southern third of the state, and those will be today, tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, but really the end of the week and the weekend looks pretty dry statewide. But you know what? We've had enough rain for a while for most everybody. This is rain for the past 5 days. And you can see some huge numbers here. Down around Eufaula, 10 inches. Up in northern Lawrence County, 9.5 inches. Walker County, 8 1/3 of an inch of rain there. Birmingham Metro, about 5 inches. Parts of Bibb County, 6 inches. Got a zone down there in northern Dallas County around Valley Grande and Plantersville with 8 inches. And of course, that's all from the remnants of former Hurricane Francine, tropical rains. And it will be very interesting to see this when it comes out this week. This is the latest drought monitor. This was released last week before the tropical rains. And you can see that all of Alabama basically in drought conditions. So again, be interesting to see the next update. They update this once a week on Thursday morning. So in the tropics, it's basically gone dead. We've got a couple of little features out there, and those just don't mean much. I guess 8 could bring certainly will bring some rain to the Carolinas, but not a true classic tropical system. First off, the little feature out there in the middle of the Atlantic is Gordon. And this thing is just it might dissipate. It has no deep convection. It's just a swirl. And if anything survives, it'll turn north into the open Atlantic, far, far from land. No problem there in this PTC number 8. And PTC is potential tropical cyclone. The Hurricane Center issues these when they believe a tropical storm could form soon that might affect the landmass. And whatever. If this is a subtropical storm, just a low, frontal low, a tropical storm, whatever this thing is called, the impact will be the same. It's just going to rain on parts of North Carolina. The system will be coming in tonight, and they might give it a name, they might not, but no impact at all here. So model fans, here we go, the GFS, the 06C run, valid today at 4. And again, you can see the heights are a little lower than average here, and there's a big upper low out west in California. And again, the better chance of any meaningful showers today well to the south and west of Birmingham. In fact, let's look at the high-resolution HER model, valid this evening at 6 o'clock, and you can see a few spotty showers over far southwest Alabama, and that's it. Could there be a little shower somewhere else? Yes, but probably not many. And again, highs in the 80s today. Same thing tomorrow, partly sunny, any showers mainly over the southern third of the state. And even there, rain amounts not especially heavy. Highs in the 80s. Same thing Wednesday. And really Thursday statewide were dry. Highs in the 80s. This is Friday. No worries with rain for high school football games this week. It'll be a dry day with highs in the 80s. And the same thing for the weekend. This is Saturday. And this is Sunday. We are dry. Mostly sunny days and fair nights with highs in the 80s and lows in the 60s. And a week from today, this is Monday, September 23rd, an upper low that's off to the east. We're on the dry side of that thing, which means no rain. Let's keep going. We're going out 10 days. This is Wednesday, September 25th. Got a trough north and east of here, and once again, a very dry air mass. I will tell you, it looks very dry for the entire latter half of September. In fact, we can pretty much prove that by looking at this. This is the rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble, which basically runs through the end of September. And the amounts are generally under 1 inch. And there's evidence we might see a little rain toward the end of the month, but again, that's a pretty dry look. Temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s for the next 10 days. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for September 23rd through September 29th. Temperatures could be a little above average if this works out. So 20 years ago today, Hurricane Ivan made landfall at Gulf Shores. Upper end Category 3, nasty, destructive hurricane. Now, this video from Bill Castle, Bill and Christopher Sine, they were stranded in the stairwell of this condominium complex on the beach during landfall. The storm surge came in, damaged their car. They had no way of getting back. And to my knowledge, they were the only two humans on the beach when this thing made landfall. It was terrifying because we lost communication with them. Of course, they survived and they're okay. But the damage was just horrible. And the damage was bad well inland as well. You had some of the big condominium facilities like that just basically collapsing. That was the Windermere complex down in Orange Beach. But it was rough. It was a very rough ride. That's a look at Beach Boulevard. Basically part of the roadway just totally wiped out. This was taken over at Dauphin Island. And again, the damage was just absolutely severe all up and down the Alabama Gulf Coast into the western part of the Florida Panhandle. That's Lulu's, Lucy Buffett's restaurant on the Intracoastal Waterway in Gulf Shores. And again, that was 20 years ago today. And folks that lived through that have so many stories to tell. We had flooding up in Birmingham. We had wind damage up into North Alabama. Hurricane Ivan. So yesterday, no hurricanes. What about a water spout? Look at this thing coming in at Gulf Shores. Look at those umbrellas going flying. I mean, those things become projectiles. For that reason, I would not want to be in the middle of that. You can see the swirl there. The projectile is always the worst part of those things. In fact, here's a different angle of it coming in. And again, when that stuff goes flying, you want to lay low because you don't want to be near that. And again, that was Gulf Shores about 2:30 yesterday afternoon. All right, so today got a couple of stops. I will be at Canterbury Day School in Mountain Brook and then Deer Valley Elementary in Hoover. Tomorrow, going up to Leeton Elementary School in Colbert County. Then on Wednesday, Donahue Elementary in Gadsden. On Thursday, looks like I'll be at Hayden Elementary School in Blount County. Friday, Lakeview Elementary in Tuscaloosa County. And I do believe we have a book signing on Saturday, but I don't have the details yet. As soon as I get the information from the publisher, we'll pass that along. And hey, it's Monday. You know what that means. Tonight, Weather Brains, the weekly show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies at 7 o'clock on the Weather Brains YouTube channel. Weather Brains, youtube.com/weatherbrains. And, of course, most people listen to the audio podcast. And we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.